Hello everyone, welcome to the IPL 2020 updates. The weekend doubleheader began with Kings 11 Punjab and Kolkata Knight Riders. Having lost 4 of their previous games, Kings 11 had one last chance to remain in the tournament. KKR won the toss and opted to bat first. Mohammad Shami started off well and clean bowled Tripathi for just 4. In the next over, Nitish Rana was run out after making just 2 runs. At the end of the power play, KKR were 25 for 2. Eoin Morgan got 2000 IPL runs with a boundary of Mohammad Shami. Morgan and Shubman Gill ensured KKR did not lose too many wickets as they were 60 for 2 after 10 overs. After bowling a decent first over, Ravi Bishnoi dismissed Morgan for 24. With 5 overs to go, KKR were 101 for 3. Gill raced away to an important half-century with a boundary of Bishnoi. Dinesh Karthik got off to a good start and in no time he reached his half-century of this season of 22 balls. KKR lost a few wickets in the end and scored 164 for 6. Karthik was run out of the last ball for 58 of 29 balls. Chasing 165, Kings 11 Punjab got off to a slow start as they scored just 14 in the first 3 overs. Mayank Agarwal smashed a couple of boundaries and a 6 in Prasith's over. At the end of the first 6 overs, Punjab was 47 for no loss. Both the batsmen looked good as they got closer to the target. After 13 overs, Punjab was 106 with both batsmen getting past their 50. With 6 overs to go, Punjab required 52 to win. But it was Mayank Agarwal's wicket that gave KKR their first breakthrough. He got out for 56 of 39 balls. In the next over, Pooran fetched 19 runs of Nagakoti and smashed him for a couple of boundaries and a 6. With 3 overs to go, Punjab needed just 22 to win and a loss from here would be hard to imagine. But Pooran got out bowled by Narayan as he played an extravagant shot. Narayan conceded just 2 runs in the over. The youngster Simran Singh played a few dot balls in a crunch situation and got out after making 4 of 7 balls. With 14 needed of 7 balls, KL Rahul got out for 74. Punjab required 14 of the last over. Maxwell scored a couple of runs and smashed the boundary. Punjab required 7 to win of the final ball. Maxwell played a big shot which almost went for 6. Punjab fell short of the target by 2 runs and lost their 5th match in a row. Dinesh Karthik was player of the match for his game-changing innings. The next game was one of the most awaited of the season. MS Dhoni's Chennai Super Kings take on Virat Kohli's Royal Challengers Bangalore. Kohli won the toss and opted to bat first. RCB got off to a slow start as they scored 25 runs in first 5 overs. They lost Aaron Finch for 2 as he was clean bowled by Deepak Chahar. The pair got to 50 run stand with a 6 hit over long on by Padikkal of Karan Sharma. At halfway stage, Royal Challengers were 65 for 1 with Kohli batting on 22 and Padikkal on 33. Shardul Thakur dismissed Padikkal and De Villiers in a span of just 4 balls. Virat Kohli was losing partners from one end as RCB was struggling at 95 for 4 after 15 overs. But Kohli remained unperturbed. He was in the mood for something special. He raced away to his second 50 of the season with a boundary of Shardul Thakur. What followed next was Virat Kohli's masterclass. RCB scored 66 in the last 4 overs as they scored 169 for the loss of 4 wickets. Kohli remained unbeaten on 90 of 52 balls and Shivam Dube on 22 of 14. Chasing the score, Chennai lost Du Plessis for 8 in the 4th over and managed to score just 26 runs with both Watson and Du Plessis back in the pavilion. Jagdishan was under immense pressure as he failed to rotate strike. CSK were 47 for 2 after 10 overs. Rayudu and Jagdishan put on 64 for the 3rd wicket until Jagdishan got run out for 33. Chennai required 74 of 30 balls and with Rayudu and Dhoni at the crease, it was still possible. Dhoni smashed Chahal for a huge 6 but got out in the same over for 10. With 64 required of 24 balls, CSK kept losing wickets. First Sam Curran and then Rayudu got out bowled for 42 of Udana's bowling. CSK fell short of the target by 37 runs. Chris Morris was the pick of the bowlers with 3 for 19 in his 4 overs and Washington Sundar picked 2 for 16 in his 3 overs. But it was Virat Kohli's classic innings of 90 of 52 balls that put RCB in a strong position. The next game was between Rajasthan Royals and Sunrisers Hyderabad. After winning the first 2 games, the Royals lost the track as they failed to win the last 4 games. Sunrisers Hyderabad won the toss and batted first. Jofra Archer bowled an excellent first 2 overs and did not allow SRH batsmen to score runs as they were 13 for no loss in 4 overs. The youngster Kartik Tyagi was smashed for a 6 by Bairstow but he was rewarded with his wicket of the next ball. Sunrisers were 26 for 1 in the power play. Manish Pandey got his innings going with a huge 6 of Tewatia. At the end of 10 overs, SRH were 63 for 1. David Warner steadily moved towards another half century but was clean bowled by Archer for 48. With 5 overs to go, SRH were 96 for 2. Manish Pandey reached half century of 40 balls. He was dismissed for 54 by Unadkat. Kane Williamson played a cameo and remained unbeaten on 22 of 12 balls. SRH ended the innings at 158 for 4. Royals opened with Ben Stokes and Josh Butler. Stokes got bowled for just 4 runs of Khalil Ahmed's bowling. Royals suffered another huge blow when they lost Steve Smith as he was run out after Butler smashed Natarajan for a boundary and a 6 in the same over. Butler could not capitalize on the start and was gone too soon. Royals were once again in a spot of bother as they lost 3 wickets for 36 in the power play. Uthappa and Samson tried to build the momentum, but Rashid Khan once again struck at a crucial stage. He dismissed Robin Uthappa for 18. At the end of 10 overs, Royals were 67 for 4 with 92 required in the last 10 overs. Samson looked good, but he was dismissed for 26 by Rashid Khan. With 5 overs to go and 65 required, Riyan Parag smashed Khalil for a 6 to end 16th over. The next over of Sandeep Sharma was gone for 18 runs as the duo played some fantastic shots. What followed next was another fine display of batting from Rahul Tewatia. He smashed Rashid Khan for 3 back-to-back boundaries and got the equation to 22 needed of 12 balls. Tewatia smashed Natarajan for a 6 and a 4 in the 90th over as Khalil Ahmed was left with just 8 runs to defend in the final over. Riyan Parag ended the match with a huge 6 as Royals won the match by 5 wickets with a ball to spare. Tewatia was the player of the match for his unbeaten 45 of 28 balls. The next match was played between the two finest sides of the season, Mumbai Indians and Delhi Capitals. Both the teams are fighting for a top spot. Shreyas Iyer won the toss and batted first. Trent Boult dismissed Prithvi Shaw for 4 runs. Rahane made a comeback and played 2 excellent shots before he was out LBW for 15. The skipper Shreyas Iyer along with Dhawan brought a 50-run stand for the third wicket as Delhi were 80 for 2 in 10 overs. The 85-run stand between the pair was broken when Krunal Pandya struck for the second time and dismissed Iyer for 42. Delhi Capitals ended the innings at 162 for 4 as Dhawan remained unbeaten on 69 of 52 balls. Bumrah once again bowled economically but didn't get any wickets. Krunal Pandya was the pick of the bowlers with figures of 2 for 26 in his 4 overs. Chasing a decent target against a strong bowling attack, Mumbai Indians scored just 12 runs in the first 3 overs. De Kock smashed Ashwin for 6 and a 4 to get the innings going. Rohit Sharma got out of Akshar as he played straight into the hands of Rabada after scoring just 5. At the end of the power play, Mumbai Indians were 44 for 1. Quinton de Kock was playing well as he raced away to 50 of 32 balls but was soon dismissed for 53 by Ashwin. With 10 overs to go, Mumbai Indians needed 85 to win. Surya Kumar Yadav was playing another match-winning knock. He was dismissed by Rabada for 53 after reaching his half-century with a 6. With 5 overs to go, Mumbai required just 33 to win. But Hardik Pandya's dismissal for a duck gave Delhi Capitals a ray of hope. With 7 needed of the final over, Krunal Pandya smashed Stoinis for a couple of boundaries as they won the match by 5 wickets and moved top of the table with 5 wins and a better net run rate than Delhi Capitals. Quinton de Kock was the player of the match for his amazing half-century. Thank you for watching Zubi News. Stay tuned for more updates.